because it's not just 25 buses a day over there in Chicago. A lot of times we forget about what's going on in these other places because it's so egregious in this one place that it's not necessarily making sense in others. And so a lot of y'all get to skate and you get to get swept under the rug because we just holding one person accountable. But let me tell you something. I'm an equal accountability smoke giver across the board. Denver. What the hell y'all got going on over there in Colorado? What y'all got going on over there in Colorado? What up, Denver? Y'all thought that y'all was going to escape. Nobody was talking about Denver. Nobody was talking about what y'all got going on in Denver. Yeah, they coming to y'all city too.
The city of Denver says it is dealing with a surge of new migrants from the southern border. The city has now served and sheltered more than 20,000 migrants since December.
Hundreds of them being bussed in from Texas just this past weekend. Fox 31's Rogelio Mara is taking a deeper dive into those numbers. He's on it for us live tonight. Rogelio.
Yeah, Eric and Jeremy, the city confirming to us today they had about an average of 200 migrants arriving in town per day, and they told me since Monday that average has shot right up, and this has actually caused a strain on their ability to be able to care for these folks.
They're coming by bus to cities across the country sent by the governor of Texas, including here.
We're seeing a...
Let me do this before we get into this, right? Because a lot of y'all are unfamiliar what's going on city to city and state to state. So it's my job to make you aware and then let you make your own decision or you'll come to your own conclusion as to what you think about this stuff. Let me start here. Texas. Governor of Texas. What's his name? Greg Abbott? Who's the governor of Texas? Let me see what's going on. Greg Abbott. Shout out to Greg Abbott, the governor of Texas. Shout out Texas Governor Greg Abbott. You absolutely positively deserve a round of applause. If these people don't want to act right, if they don't want to give you the federal funding in order to be able to close off the borders, if they want to operate in their liberal principles and they think that it's cool, then you go ahead and spread the wealth. Spread the migrants that's coming into your state, that's been coming into your state for a long time. Shout out to Ron DeSantis over in Florida, too. Said we're going to drop them right on off at y'all bus stop. Since y'all want to be sanctuary cities and you're welcoming and you're accepting, I'm going to go ahead and take y'all up on y'all order and on y'all offer, and I'm going to send them over into y'all state. I know Houston is over there acting a fool. Houston, y'all can't get right. Don't worry about it. Y'all killing y'all own rappers. Y'all want to continue to vote blue. You don't want to make better decisions. Y'all got an outbreak of syphilis and chlamydia and AIDS and HIV over there, and your babies keep being born halfway blind because they being born with syphilis. Y'all want to continue to bust it down and have the Mocha Fest over in Houston. And Houston is the new Atlanta. Houston is the redheaded stepchild of what's going over in Texas. So we're going to continue to leave Houston out of this conversation. We're going to go ahead and cut a hole around Houston, let them drop off of Texas, and we're going to give all of the accolades over to Greg Abbott. Let's continue and deal with what we got going over in Denver, because Denver thought that they escaped coming to the front of the congregation.
Right up, and this has actually caused a strain on their ability to be able to care for these folks.
They're coming by bus to cities across the country sent by the governor of Texas, including here.
We're seeing a significant influx of migrant guests into Denver.
On Monday, John Ewing with Denver Human Services says the average number of migrants arriving here was 200 a day.
Now we're getting closer to 240 people per day arriving in Denver.
240 people per day and rising. See, it's not just New York. It's not just over there in Arizona and Phoenix. It's not just them. It's not just Chicago. They saying, listen, the smart ones, the smart immigrants, they said, look, we know that y'all over there flooding in Chicago. And Anton, I'm watching the Millionaire Morning Show, and he over there holding Brandon Johnson accountable. We going to also take Denver up on they offer to go over into the sanctuary city of Denver. Denver, didn't y'all just win an NBA championship last year? Huh? And y'all decided that y'all wanted to continue to embrace these bad policies? Y'all not over there watching the Millionaire Morning Show? Y'all still doing what y'all want to do? Okay. I see everybody in Denver is high. Everybody in Denver is high. Y'all the Mile High City. We're going to bring y'all to the front of the congregation. Just give me a second.
There's no plan from Washington to fund services for these folks when they arrive, Ewing says, putting that task on the cities where they land.
It's very difficult. It's very challenging. We are strained in some cases in resources.
It's been an ongoing mission for the city of Denver, which has welcomed these folks since they started getting bused here en masse in December.
Sheltering, feeding, supporting, medical care.
Mayor Johnston says we're getting dangerously close to max.
This is y'all mayor. Hold on, let me rewind it for you. He just so happened to be a white man. Don't worry, Mayor Johnson. Everybody that's a mayor named that got Johnson at the end of their name, you getting brought to the front of the congregation going forward for the rest of the year. Every mayor that got the last name Johnson, I'm watching you. I got my eyes on you. Every mayor with the last name Johnson, I'm bringing you to the front of the congregation, and we're going to go over your record with a fine-tooth comb. I need to know what's going on over there in Colorado and why the mayors of Denver, Johnson and Johnson, we got Johnson and Johnson, Brandon Johnson and Mayor Johnson over there in Denver. What's the Denver mayor's name? Let me figure out this guy's name. Denver mayor. Mike Johnston. Mike and Brandon. Huh? Mike and Brandon sitting in the tree. Kissing. Let me bring him to the front of the congregation real quick. Yeah. Okay. All right. Johnson and Johnson. Y'all want to come over here and y'all want to make y'all cities sanctuary cities? Okay, Michael. Big Mike. Welcome to the Millionaire Morning Show.
Close to maxing out the local budget.
We're at a little more than $25 million spent.
Since December, the city reports 20,000 migrants supported and sheltered. The Texas governor says he sent 1,500 migrants to Denver since May 18th, with an additional 600 migrants bused from Texas last weekend.
Hey, Texas Governor Greg Abbott said, yeah, and I ain't hiding what it is that I'm doing. And I'm going to tell you exactly where I'm going to send them. See, Greg said, we not going to house them. I'm going to use the budget in order to ship them. Since y'all don't want to close the border, y'all want to continue to have these conversations, y'all want to shut the government down, and then y'all think that y'all tough up there in the north because y'all want to be sanctuary cities, watch what we do to y'all.
The city's plan has been to give these folks a place to land and help them get established.
If you're an individual, we can give you 21 days here. We can give you, 30 days if you're a family.
There's a way you can help with the cold season. Warm clothes are always in demand, but you can also take a job with the city.
If you want a job and you want to come work with us and come work in the shelter and help us out, help us process some people, we'd love to have you.
Guess what I'm going to be doing this winter? Usually around, throughout the winter when it starts getting cold outside, I start allocating my Saturday mornings in order to go work at the shelter. Guess where I'm working at this winter? From home. I'm doing no volunteer work. I don't want a job with the city. I'm not interested in working with the shelter. I'm not interested in going to help you process doing the thing that's going to be worse for the cities. I'm not doing it. No. This year, I will be at a basketball game. I'm going to be out here with my hot cocoa. I'm going to be kicking my legs up by the fireplace. I'm going to be chilling. I'm going to be watching Netflix and chill. I'm going to be on the Millionaire Morning Show. I might even do a Saturday show just because. Nope, I'm not doing it. But let me give you some insight on what the Denver mayor is saying. Let's see what he has to say. Let's see if it's any different than his brother, Mr. Johnson. His name is Johnson, but we're going to make sure that the other Johnston, he not saying anything different than Mike Johnston.
Tonight, Denver Mayor Mike Johnston is running into a problem with his homelessness policy. His goal is to house 1,000 people by the end of the year, but a growing number of migrants is making that harder. Fox 1 political reporter Gabrielle Franklin was there this afternoon for the mayor's latest update. Gabrielle.
Yeah, Erica, the mayor says that this was a big week. The city was able to clean up a large encampment at 8th and Logan and get 83 people housed, but all of that is coming as more migrants unexpectedly wind up in Denver. The mayor is saying that a big reason for the influx of migrants is Texas Governor Greg Abbott sending buses of people over without any warning or guidance on who these folks are and what they may need. Now,
so y'all don't even know who these people are that is coming into y'all city, yet y'all want to continue to house, feed, clothe, shelter them. You don't even know who it is that you're dealing with. You just going to be like, yeah, let's do it. Okay, I got it. We got a humanitarian crisis. It's not a migrant crisis.
We first reported last night, Abbott has sent 1,500 migrants to Denver since May. Per the city's dashboard, 122 newcomers arrived today, 253 came yesterday. And with the steady stream of people arriving to the Mile High City, what's the mayor's plan to make sure newcomers don't contribute to the unhoused crisis? He says making sure people get jobs by removing barriers to work access is key.
Hold on, listen, I want y'all to hear this.
First things I hear when I talk to newcomers is they will say, first and foremost, where can I get a job? I want to work. All I want is the chance to work, support myself, support my family. I don't need any charity, I just need a job. And what we know is we have people here who want to work. I also get calls from employers around the city who want to hire the people that have arrived. And we got a federal government that is in the way of employees who want to work and employers who want to hire them.
His solution is not to cut off the border. It's the same solution as Eric Adams over in New York, Brandon Johnson over in Chicago, and then Denver. Denver's Mike Johnston with a T. It's a T in there, I believe. Mike Johnston, not Johnson, Johnston, over in Denver. They're white brethren, right? Brother from another mother. He invited. Y'all know what y'all like to do. Y'all know what y'all like to do. Y'all know what y'all like to do? This is what black people say. Oh, yeah, I like him. He invited to the barbecue. Y'all know I got uninvited to the barbecue based off of some of the stuff that I was saying on the Real Life Street Stars interview with people that was in the comments saying that I'm not invited to the barbecue anymore. Man, fuck your barbecue. I don't want to eat that nasty, burnt trash. I didn't wash my hands and my cat walked over my counter when you was making it anyway. Care nothing about your barbecue. I eat out. I go out to eat every day. You know what I'm saying? I don't eat barbecue no more. I eat steak and lobster. You know what I'm saying? My stuff get flown in from Japan now. I don't want your barbecue. Keep your barbecue with your corn and your diabetes and whatever else that you got in there. Uninvite me and keep Mike Johnston at the barbecue. Mike said that the solution is to make sure that we can give them clothing, housing, food, healthcare coverage, and then let them work. Let them work. They not closing off the faucet. They not cutting off the pipeline. They're not doing none of that. They said, listen, we are going to make sure that we embrace this, and they're going to replace you. Yo, stupid little barbecue. You can't even afford to go to the grocery store anyway. Keep on asking everybody to chip in for your event. I can't stand going to no event and they keep talking about it's going to be an entry fee. What are you talking about? This is a home gathering. We need everybody to contribute $20 so that we can help out those that are cooking food. Nah, I'm not even coming. I'm not even coming to your event. Family reunion? Thanksgiving? Nope. Don't even invite me. I'm not interested. I'm a bag chaser. We don't crowdfund our events. We just put them on and we have a good time and we dance the night away. Let them work. Let them come in here and do whatever it is that they want. Listen, the goal is that all of this, who you think calling, because they are calling, trust me, they calling. Who you think calling in order to make sure that these people get jobs and get an ability to be able to feed themselves? Who you think are calling, the type of employers? Shout out to the UAW. Oh, you want extra benefits, huh? All right, I got you. Who you think calling? Don't you know that business owners are salivating at the opportunity to be able to hire these people? Business owners are, oh my God, they are hungry to get these people a job ASAP. ASAP. Construction, booming. Housing, it's going to go up like never before. Y'all thought it was going to be a housing shortage. It's not. Cheap labor is on the way. And more importantly, let's see whether or not they'll have the ability to be able to vote. Because we got to keep somebody in power that's going to make sure that we keep the faucet open, right?